horns up and a happy new year to you. Now basically doing riffs on the fly, and I'm sort of working on another riff right now, and I want it to be for you guys, so I'm going to break it down for you. But first I'm going to play it in a pencil sketch form, and then I'm going to try and embellish upon it and add a bit more spice to it. I'll come up with this riff here. If I just slow that one down for you just a little bit. And you can keep it that way if you want, or you can add something to it. And basically, I'm going to try and come up with a bit more extra, you know, that is a basic core of the riff, but I want to add a little bit more intricacy to the rest of it. Just, you know, sort of like embellish a little bit. Right, I've come up with this riff here. Now, I tried to sort of come up with all kinds of different sort of colours and techniques, but it just didn't seem to sound good, you know, So basically all I wanted to keep this riff as violent as possible. So I want to keep the basic. I want to keep that dissonant chord in there where. And of course I added. And of course I did try and experiment with a bit of a scale pattern or whatnot, but it just didn't seem to work. I just thought it weakened the riff a little bit. And of course that's just how I feel right now. And of course when you're writing riffs, everybody, you know, it's like the mood might take you different, you know, it's like you might feel like doing something a bit more open sounding, a little bit more melodic, a bit more kind of with colours to it. But right now I feel like really biting, you know, really gouging. So that's the way the riff, that's the way the vibe. But right now I think this, you know, it's like I wanted to make a dissonant riff, an aggressive, gouging riff with a good sort of groove to it. That's just the way it came out. I didn't even think of it; it just sort of happened, you know. So it's like. Now the way it sort of started was a bit more. I think it was kind of a bit more of an open chorded riff, or. Well, whatever like that. It just, you know, I mean, I just heard those chords. Well, I just played those chords, and it sort of came out like that. And I thought, well, that sounds good. And then I just added I started off with a standard picking with it, and then I sort of. And then I just added the. You know, when it comes to difference of opinion. And it's fine, you know, everyone's different, but sometimes we tend to criticise others for, oh, there's not enough not enough bands do this or doing, you know, and sometimes I did sort of like, you know, it's like where people say, oh, there's not enough key changes in metal these days, or there's not enough this, or, you know, whatever. I mean, there's all sorts of things that go on, but again, it's like, there were times when I thought, well, key changes, yeah, it's good to sort, you know, and sometimes I do think it's good to sort of do that personally, but other times I just like to do what, you know, it's like a lot of the times I do like to. And that is what makes things interesting, I think, you know, and, you know, I mean, sometimes I think, oh yeah, I really, you know. And the important thing is to have fun with what you're doing, you know. It's like, You know, some it's good, some it's, you know, not so good, some it's all points in between, yeah, whatever kind of thing, you know. And the important thing is it's true to, you know, it's like you're true to yourself. You do what the hell you want to do. Okay, so basically the finished riff so far. If you're on YouTube, hit the links below, and that's all there is to it. Horns up.